What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and that you're excited. Why are you excited? We have a little bit of a landmark thing to discuss, which is why we are here today. Please do subscribe to the Blog of the Boys YouTube channel. Did you know that we are 100 days away from the Dallas Cowboys season starting? The other day, there was this, note, and everybody was talking about, well, the NFL season's 100 days away. Nobody cares because that's the Rams and the Bills. We're talking about the team. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers will meet on Sunday Night Football 100 days from now, which means tomorrow. Maybe it is tomorrow for you when you're watching this. That's kind of the magic of the internet. We could be double-digit days away. Time is moving. We are getting closer and closer and closer. We are finally, have been for some time, closer to the start of next season than we are to the end of last season. So in the spirit of the Cowboys season beginning 100 days from now, we are going to discuss 5 things that we want to see from the team between now and then. Let's begin. Now, first one, very clear, very obvious. The Lion is always hungry. Micah Parsons, we want to see him continue to progress as a leader. The Cowboys held another OTA session open to local members of the media on Thursday. We saw Micah Parsons take the microphone and talk about how he's sort of assimilated to a position of leadership, and that's awesome. That makes sense. The very best players on football teams generally kind of wind up being the ones that are the examples, and so if Micah really can harness that Lion energy like we know he can be the leader for this young nucleus that we know is percolating all throughout the Cowboys defense. The Trayvon Diggses of the world, the Jabril Coxes of the world. Now you've got your defensive linemen that are really young. Neville Gallimore's obviously in that mix. John Ridgway's getting a lot of pomp and circumstance. Micah Parsons can be, and really frankly is, their leader. DeMarcus Lawrence is sort of the veteran leader of the group, kind of the big brother, but he's a little bit longer in the tooth than Micah Parsons. This is clearly Micah Parsons' defense, and so to see him kind of take the reins and own that is a really fun thing to see. So hopefully that continues to happen as the offseason continues to unfold. Now the next one is really important. We've talked about how pivotal CeeDee Lamb is going to be to this Dallas Cowboys team, to this Dallas Cowboys offense, and I realize that this is a little bit weird, but look, it's the offseason. We're talking about things we want to see basically before training camp starts, because at training camp, stuff gets, to a different level. But CeeDee Lamb training videos. All right, now I know what that sounds like. We had the Zeke training video the other day. It's best shape of my life season. I understand. We really want to see and really want to understand exactly what kind of shape CeeDee Lamb is in. We know that it is obviously very good shape. He told us that he grew an inch and all sorts of stuff. But CeeDee Lamb, we really want to see take the leap. He has to take the leap this coming season. And so we want to see things to kind of confirm our priors, if that makes sense. I think I speak for all of us in saying we really just want to have that justification, that validation that what we're believing and what we're knowing to be true is actually true. So to see that from CeeDee would be a nice gust of wind in our sail. So that's number 2 on my list. Now, numbers 3 and 4 kind of go hand in hand, but that's just kind of the way this thing tends to shake out. So, number 3, things we want to see before the season begins for the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys offense working together. We know Dak Prescott has the field in his backyard. Love to see it. Love the leadership. Want that. Need that. We know that Michael Gallup's obviously coming along from the torn ACL, but that is where a lot of relationships are built. Dak, get Jalen Tolbert out there. Just mass order some Chick-fil-A. Get Jalen Tolbert, get CeeDee, get Jake Ferguson in the mix. Obviously Dalton Schultz now. Get Zeke Elliott out there. Tony Pollard, have him working out the slot. We need this cohesion to be there. There is a lot of difference on the Dallas Cowboys offense. I don't think that we are underscoring that enough. You look at the Cowboys are moving forward this season with some different starters. They're missing Amari Cooper. We've talked about that many different times. They're missing Lyle Collins. We've talked about that many different times. They're also missing Connor Williams. And I know that Connor Williams was not a fan favorite, was not that popular, but the reality remains that the Dallas Cowboys are going to have 3 different starters along their offense this season. So you need that group cohesion. Tyler Smith, we're rooting for you. Had a great moment on Thursday against Micah Parsons specifically. Love that. Want to see more of that. Want to see this group building chemistry, getting together, because it is a group that doesn't have the same chemistry that it had for the last couple of years. So along those lines, want to see the Cowboys offense working together. Similarly, other side of the coin, we talk so much about Dak Prescott, the backyard and everything. How about defense? Get a backyard. Get something. I mean, we want to see the Cowboys defense, as my dog barks in the background. He is very passionate about this subject. We want to see the Cowboys defense working together. Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, DeMarcus Lawrence, get Leighton Vander Esch out there, Luke Gifford, Neville Gallimore as mentioned, Tristan Hill, get all these guys out there, Anthony Brown, obviously Jaron Kearse. We want to see this group. This is the group that has the chemistry, right? Like if you look at the 2 sides of the ball, which one has the strongest sort of semblance in that sense? It is the defensive side of the ball for the Cowboys. So harness that chemistry, grow that chemistry, let that chemistry kind of feed off of itself and blossom into even more beautiful chemistry, because chemistry really can be a beautiful thing. If there's one thing that Breaking Bad taught us, it was ultimately that. So those are 4 of my 5 things that we want to see before the season begins for the Dallas Cowboys, in celebration of there being only 100 days until the season kicks off. Number 5, I'm interested to see what you have to say about my list of 4 so far, and you can certainly hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at RJ My DMs are open. Email rj.ochoa@sbnation.com or comment down below. But I promise you, whether you disagree with my first 4 or not, you are going to agree with my number 5. Something I want to see, nay, something we need to see happen before the Dallas Cowboys season kicks off on September 11th against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Put him in. Jimmy Johnson, we need the news that he is going in the Ring of Honor. And look, last year, Jimmy Johnson went in the Hall of Fame, and that was awesome. And look, I love the Dallas Cowboys. You love the Dallas Cowboys. And in no way am I disregarding the value of Dallas Cowboys franchise history, but the Pro Football Hall of Fame is obviously the creme de la creme, when it comes to pro football history, and therefore it is much more important than being in the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor. That being said, Jimmy Johnson belongs in the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor. It has been just painfully, comically far too long. And we have this conversation every year. But like I said, last year when the Hall of Fame festivities were happening, Jerry Jones gets up on the pregame show on Fox and says, he's going to go in. And everybody, patted Jerry on the back, said, look, this is awesome. What a great moment. What has happened since then? What has happened? What movement has happened towards putting Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor? He is literally in the most elite fraternity that the game of professional football has to offer by way of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He has literally been deemed one of the greatest coaches of all time, to the point that he is in the Hall of Fame, yet he is absent from his team's same sort of situation with the Dallas Cowboys Ring of Honor. It is, and it has been, an embarrassment, and it's time to end it. Put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. I want to see news over this summer while we're all barbecuing and swimming and doing all sorts of stuff outside. I'm getting really, by the way, used to the fact that there's no more daylight savings time, but put him in. I want to see that news. We need to see that news. Get Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. What things do you want to see before the Dallas Cowboys season kicks off? Let us know as mentioned. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next time.